I'm Kat Gorospe. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Huntley, Illinois. I had like little high school flings here and there, nothing significant until my senior year. I dated this one guy for about 10 months. Well, we actually met on Tinder, and then it was, I want to say in the fall of senior year, so it just kind of started. We went on a date out to the movies and had dinner, and then from there it just kind of took off. He was really work driven, he was focused, he was funny, but as our relationship went on, I noticed how controlling he was. He would always, say, oh, well, you kind of have to wear this, or try to stay away from these type of shirts because they don't look good on you. Or he would tell me that I'm wearing too much makeup or even not enough, and he would say just a bunch of things to try and control me or try to kind of make me perfect, I guess you could say. There was that always that puppy love phase, at the beginning of the first few months, and it was just kind of, looking back on it, it's kind of one of those, oh, you're cute, I think you're cute, we should date type of thing. And he was a lot of firsts for me, but as soon as we hit about the halfway point, that's kind of when things started getting bad, I would say. It was prom, my senior prom, and we always did pictures at my friend's house, the typical little get together before prom. But then on our way to the high school, before we got out of the car, he wouldn't let me leave, and I was just like, what's going on, why? And then he started to wipe my face. He was like, oh, you're wearing too much makeup, this doesn't look good. And I was just like, okay. And part of me didn't feel good about it, obviously, I don't think anyone would, but another part of me, I guess you could say, was almost brainwashed, thinking oh, well, he wants what's best for me, it's fine. And then after prom, it was about 1 in the morning by the time we got home, and we're at his house. We're so tired. It was an exhausting day, but I remember waking up at 3 in the morning to him touching me, and I said, "What? Stop! I'm trying to sleep." And he told me that he would always have these fantasies about me, or whenever I wasn't there, and he would wake up, wanting someone to sexually satisfy him, that I'm finally, now that I was there, I was finally making one of his fantasies come true. And it was uncomfortable, and I kept trying to push him off me, but he was but I'm your boyfriend. And that's kind of when he kind of just forced me to do it, and it hurt physically and emotionally, but what could I do? I was 40 minutes away from home. I couldn't just get up and leave because I told Mom that I was at a friend's house. But I don't know, at that point it started becoming a habit for him, I guess. Telling him that I owed him something, almost, and that I was his property. And that went on for about 4 more months. Well, by the time our relationship ended, I was already moved down here for college. And there was one time he called me. I guess he got in a fight with his dad. He was crying, he was emotional, but then, I had people over. It was the first few weeks of school, so everyone was just kind of getting settling in. I was meeting new people, and it was late at night, and I told him, I was I can't talk right now. You need to calm down. I did everything I could, but I was busy. I was genuinely busy. I couldn't help him, unfortunately. And he started yelling at me, saying, what the fuck, Kat? I'm always there for you. Why aren't you there for me this one time? And just calling me all these horrible things, calling me an idiot, saying, you're a bad girlfriend, this and that. And then I hung up the phone. I was I'm not dealing with this. It got to the point where the love was, it was gone. I couldn't see it. I was just too busy getting hurt by him. And he kept trying to call me. And then a friend of mine said that, oh, there's a voicemail. So I picked up my phone and I looked at it and then listened to the voicemail. It was just 2 straight minutes of him hysterically sobbing, saying that like he needed me, that he didn't know what to do, and then he was sad, but then he started to get really angry and he started going back to calling me all these horrible things that he would call me, especially back on prom night. So it just kind of brought back moments of that. And you know, I've never been one to break up with someone over the phone. I didn't think that was right, you know. I think everyone deserves like closure, but at that point I was like, you've emotionally scarred me too much, that you don't even deserve that. I deal with your bullshit for 4 months, emotionally and physically abusive. So it was one of those things that just kind of like fell out. Now I'm definitely in a better place. You know, it's been a year since I've kicked him out of my life, but you know, I'm here learning what I love and working and being very productive. And you know, a lot of people say that sometimes you have to get rid of some people in your life to make room for better people, and this whole experience definitely taught me that. I truly believe in that. And now I'm with someone who makes me happy, who actually took the time to know. It's not one of those you're cute, let's date sort of things again. Thankfully it's not one of those, but you know, we took about a year to know each other, you know, the good parts and the bad, which I think is really important if you're gonna be with someone. And you know, I'm at the point where it's like, I'm not just gonna date someone just because I think they're attractive or just because, you know, they make me happy temporarily. It's not one of those things that I have time for. I don't think anyone has time for at this point for that. So I'm with someone now that he's aware of what my last boyfriend did, and you know, he's really careful with just like little things. You know, he's like, you know, I never want you to feel like that I'm controlling you, because you know, everything that he did, it wasn't right at any standpoint. So I would definitely say I'm in a better place. I'm happier with where I'm at. You know, there's still times where I think about the stuff that he said, or like it'll cross my mind, and there have been times when he tries to contact me, but it's not, and I've never been one for confrontation. I have a hard time saying no, but you know, he's one of the things where I have no problem shutting him out or even telling him off if I have to.